The following Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by PhattyChow, Soul Kiss, Treehouse Truck, Solar Ray, and Sophila Radio and TV Production.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. I am Justin Clark. I will never forget. The year was 2002. I was in law school up in Boston, hanging out at the Beantown pub to be exact. A classmate comes over, introduces himself. He said he was from Orlando. I was shocked. I thought Orlando was theme parks, chain restaurants, maybe a water park or two. Who would have thought that now, 20 years later, I would have lived here for 15 of them? Who would have thought I would raise my two little girls here? Who would have thought I would fall in love with Central Florida? It's a hidden gem, great restaurants, sports teams, booming art scene, the Wekiva River, the beaches, and yes, even the theme parks. From Ponce Inlet to Port Canaveral, Viera to Valcaria, this is the best of Central Florida. We've spent the better part of season 2 of Best of Central Florida getting you back in shape. Welcome in the beautiful Michaela Nichols as always. Today we're going to get back out of shape because we're going to hit the best food trucks, caterers in Central Florida. Are you excited?
I'm so excited to eat.
I've already seen some of the food that's coming out today. It's going to be pretty amazing. What are your thoughts on food trucks?
Well, I just love food in general. So, if I can go to a truck and get food, I'm happy with it.
So no matter where it comes from, you're
I
fine
just like
with
food.
Just food in general.
Yeah.
Well, I had never been in a food truck until right before we shot the show today. I actually went inside my first ever food truck. I'm pretty excited about this, but also we're not just hitting food trucks, we're also going to show you how to get dining at your house. Private dining, more accessible than you might think. I'm super fired up about this one, Michaela. Are you ready?
I am. I'm ready to eat.
Here's what we're gonna do, quick break. But when we return, you will not wanna miss a single minute because we're gonna hit the top food trucks and caterers in all of Central Florida.
The following Best of Central Florida, Michaela's Choice, is sponsored in part by Treehouse Truck.
As you all know, I love food and I love being outside. So Michaela's choice for best food truck catering is the Treehouse Truck. I am joined by husband and wife duo, Susie and Lenning. Happy to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So number one,
I'm sorry.
I know. Well, that was my number one.
Resist. Well, I know that you were going to go right to the fries.
Of course.
And then look at our crew here.
I know.
You know they're going to attack them
Mouth
afterwards, so
watering.
I just did it before the shoot.
Right, yeah, no, and how were they?
Unbelievable.
Great.
Truffle fries, perfectly cooked,
Yep.
crispy.
They're phenomenal.
I'll shut up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Justin.
Okay.
Everyone, Justin Clark. So anyway, where did you get the name Treehouse Truck?
Well, Treehouse Truck, we originally bought the truck from Vinny and Sarah, and they had the truck for almost a decade now, and we bought it from them last year, and they got the name from essentially the truck being just something that brings you back to the childhood. Like everyone remembers when you was a kid, you used to love to climb trees, get out and just not have no worries. So the treehouse kind of just brings you back to your childhood, and as you sneak a fry, just simple times, and really that's what the food is about. It's about simple food, great flavors, great ingredients, done simple and the right way.
Yep. How is it working together?
Fun. We've been together for almost 14 years, so there's no secrets, no surprises at this point. So when he annoys me and we push each other's buttons, we turn around and we push them again this way, and
Yeah, no, it's great.
It is.
I mean, we complement each other really well.
Yeah.
She's got the bubbly personality, and I'm kind of more the serious guy.
Yeah.
So it works out.
He sure is.
And great food. So you guys are known for your burgers and your Philly cheese, but you can't call it a Philly cheese if you're in Philly.
No. In Philly, you don't call it a Philly cheesesteak.
It's a cheesesteak. You're already in Philly.
That's what we name it, and that's how it works. And it's just a simple cheesesteak, nothing crazy like peppers and all that other stuff that people try to put on it. In Philly, it's just done. Bread, great bread, Amoroso rolls, which are from Philly, the Philly meat's from Philly, and then onions, grilled onions, and some cheese and the steak. So.
Yeah. Look what you did.
I mean, arguably.
And you guys do catering, which I think is phenomenal.
Yes, that's
Really
our
different.
favorite.
We love doing
Yeah.
catering.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
We have besides our base menu, we have like a whole giant menu online that has a lot more kind of options. We send those out. They get to choose what they want. They can modify a couple things if they like. And then we go in their house, a venue, wherever they want. It's pretty awesome. So we love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Phenomenal. And one of the things that I love about you guys is everything is fresh. And I think that's
Yes.
so important because sometimes you walk up to like a food truck and you're like, yeah, I don't know. So does that really kind of differentiate you guys?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get people that are a little antsy and they're like, they want their food right away. It's, you know, it is fast food to a sense where we're cooking it fast, but
Yeah.
it is all made fresh to order, so that's huge. So it's going to take a little bit more time, especially to get it right.
Yeah, like even down to the pico, he makes it right before we start service each day.
And I just toured your amazing food truck, by the way. It's the first time I've ever been inside a food truck.
Yeah.
Now, I was struck by the cleanliness right out of the gate.
Thank you. We're big on that.
Yeah, I can tell.
We're very big on that. It has to be. And if you, I don't want to walk into a dirty truck, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like,
Combined, we have, you know, it doesn't look like it, but we have about
Yeah.
50 plus years of combined hospitality and restaurant
wow.
experience between the two of us. So we know, you know, exactly the importance of having a clean kitchen. Sure. It's a big part of what we do.
Tell me a little bit about your relationships with local breweries.
So, well, basically,
Because who
we
doesn't
just
love a good beer?
Exactly. One of our favorites is local here. It's the Ivanhoe Brewery. We like to go to them a lot, and we actually, with them, started to do a brew burger. So we do a deep fried burger with their beer.
Oh,
yeah,
beer battered burger.
We pair it with some salt and vinegar fries, actually. So those work really well. But we love the local feeling of breweries, and there's so many cool ones in this city that we figured why not, you know, collaborate with them, drop the truck, and make some great food. Who doesn't want a really good cheeseburger while you're having a really good beer?
Definitely.
So we decided let's just go around town and hit some local breweries up.
And speaking of, which burgers did you bring with you today?
So today, this is called the Goat, G-O-A-T, like greatest of all time.
Yes.
So it's an herb whipped goat cheese with organic greens on the bottom, a fresh cut burger, and then tomato just to kind of push down the goat cheese and smear it all together with some balsamic drizzle. And then the next one is my husband's creation.
This is a new burger that we're going to try out this month, and basically it's an inspiration from one of the dishes that I've done over the last 20 years, and it's got my famous guava barbecue sauce that I've done many times over ribs, and people love it. So I didn't want to do ribs or anything like that, so I stick with the burgers. So I came up with a smoked Gouda, fresh pineapple, which the grilled pineapple gives it a nice sweet and tangy, and it's got a smoked Gouda as well as a chipotle Gouda on there. So we're still trying to come up with a name for it, but hopefully we get our.
So if anyone has suggestions, send it to us.
Help us out with that.
Definitely. Well, I know I'm going to eat a burger like right now.
Same here.
So my friends at the Treehouse Truck, check them out, and we'll be right back with People's Choice after this short break.
The following Best of Central Florida People's Choice is sponsored in part by Solar Ray and Soul Kiss.
Michaela and I are so happy to be joined by Michael Brown, the founder of Solar Ray. Michael, great to see you again. You know, solar is a fantastic product. It really is, from the tax credit to the electrical savings every month to just doing something good for the environment. But what I've noticed out there is, much like these roofing companies who come in after a storm and knock on your door, you've got to be very careful. You really need to vet the solar company that you hire.
Yeah, so you really need to look for a company, any company, not just a solar company, that's been in business for 10 years or longer, because these are companies that have been around for the customers they already have and are more likely to be around for the customers yet to come, and or for the person that buys today and may need service 5 years from now.
I totally agree. I cannot agree more, actually. And what do you think about the people who come by? I've seen a lot of door knockers lately, companies you never heard from trying to sell you solar. How do you feel about those guys?
Well, they sure do have a polished pitch, right? And most of these companies that are utilizing this and also the phone centers and things like that are the companies that have only been around for 5 years, and or the national level companies who honestly have been around for less than 10 years. They're not certified, they're not trained, they're only trained on that pitch, right? What to say to get somebody to sign a contract or set an appointment.
What should I be asking my solar company? What are the first 2 questions I should ask, you think?
Do you have any professional training?
Sure.
And then
That might
prove
help.
it.
Yeah.
Right, so those are the first 2 questions on the same subject, right?
Absolutely. And then, you can go on reviews. There are plenty of places that you should research, but I think solar is fantastic. I think Solar Ray is fantastic. Michael, thank you for joining us as always. Do yourself a favor. If you have not gone solar yet, call Solar Ray. You will not regret that decision. And welcome back to the show. Excited to announce that you have spoken, the people have spoken. People's Choice this week for Best Food Truck or Caterer goes to our very good friends over at Soul Kiss Events and Catering. Chef Ricky joins me. Chef, we're honored to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Your food is very well known. I know all of your accomplishments, but where did you really get the passion for cooking and the inspiration for making great food?
It definitely started as a kid with my grandfather in Leesburg, Florida. He's originally a Georgia boy from Fort Valley.
Wow.
So that good country cooking, yes,
Can't beat it.
you can't.
How would you describe your food?
I would say it's an experience.
Yeah.
You literally can taste where this originated from. You can taste where that originated from. And then when you're picking up on all those different notes, they just come together so well. It's like music.
Yeah, some people might not understand that you've competed in a lot of different competitions, won a bunch of competitions. Tell me about that.
That's been an amazing trip at this point. We actually just got back from Dallas, Texas. A couple of months ago, we competed in the World Food Championship in the burger category, actually.
Is that right?
Yes. And we had to use impossible meat as opposed to the burger. So that was the trick. You got to get that good flavor in there.
Not only that, you're an adjunct professor over at the University of Central Florida.
I am at the Rosen College Hospitality Management.
How does that happen?
It actually, right after I graduated with my master's degree, I was able to have the opportunity to teach catering sales management, right up my alley, and I love it.
Obviously, you own your own events company, your own catering company now. How did you take that leap of faith to business ownership?
That actually started back in the day. We used to call it the plate hustle. I was the lady that went into the barber shops, the salons, the nail shops.
Really?
I hit those people that were stuck at work all day and they needed a good meal. That was my target audience. And from there, word got out and I just kind of went from there.
How long have you been in business?
I've actually started with my pastor. He's a businessman from up north, and he was the one that encouraged me. He said, are we gonna hustle plates or are we gonna get contracts? I said, let's get contracts and make some money.
Is there, what else do you do over there? I know you do events, you do catering, any private type dining stuff?
We do. We actually have a lot of celebrity clientele. So when they come in town, they get referred to us, and then we provide that catering during their stay or even for just their family and friends.
Well, there's a celebrity right here next to me who I know is very, very hungry, and she's been staring at your food for a while now. What did you bring us today? I wish you could smell. It smells delicious.
I'm gonna eat all of it.
Thank you so much. This is actually a Jamaican Rasta pasta. So you have a combination of not only the Parmesan cheese, coconut milk, a little bit of jerk sauce, and then I did a jerk chicken over the top for you. And then this is over here our keto-friendly menu. We have a lot of clients that love the zoodles, the zucchini noodles. So I do that with a nice pesto sauce, some shrimp, and then some roasted tomatoes.
She can't wait.
Please dig in.
She hates when I do this to her, but it's happening today.
I love eating on camera.
And it does have a little kick to it.
How's that? Well, kick.
Yes.
What do you think? Ridiculous? We're going to eat all of that in a minute, don't worry.
Please
Just
do.
relax, chill out for a second. Soul Kiss, what an awesome name, Chef. Soul Kiss, where did you come up with that?
That was actually soul food. And to me, soul food does not have to do with just one genre or ethnicity of people. It's literally food that feeds your soul and makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Sitting at your grandmother's table having a meal makes
That
you
made
feel
me
good.
feel good.
You keep going up?
I do.
Excellent job. I mean, it's amazing what you're doing over there. How many years have you been in business?
I've been in business since 2016.
2016? So,
Yeah.
wow, going on 6 years now.
Yes.
How did the pandemic affect business for you?
For us, it actually took a scale back in 2019, really hard. And then 2020, we started to have more events. We actually had a wedding right in the midst of the pandemic.
Really?
And we kept things very safe, very clean for the guests. They appreciated that, and that got us some more business. And now we're back up to a good flow.
When you make food like that, it's people are going to find you. I mean, it's
Thank
tough,
you.
obviously, running a business. We all run businesses, but I'm always super impressed with what you're doing over there. Again, it smells amazing. I'm about to
Tastes
eat.
amazing.
Oh, she's on that eat on
you.
camera here. I'm just really impressed with what you guys are doing over there. And I think, as long as you continue making food like that,
Yes.
the people are going to come. That's
Thank
all there
you.
is to it. What's the most important part of business for you? Is it the food? Is it the customer service? What's really the most important part?
It's literally the combination of the two. When I meet with you, if I were meeting with you two today, never met you before, first thing I'm going to ask is what's the theme, what's the setting for your event?
Right.
Let's go ahead and create a unique menu for you. Not something someone else just had last week. We're going to make something fresh for you.
What size parties, events do you actually handle from minimum to largest? What's in your wheelhouse there?
From minimum, I've done couples, private dining, a dinner on the beach, and then we've even catered up to 2,000, 2,500. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
That private dining piece is always a really fun one. I love it when
Absolutely.
you can create something special for a company or a couple or a small gathering. That's something that you actually do all
Absolutely.
the time. Chef, you didn't seem nervous at all, by the way. That was really awesome. You did a really good
you.
job. Justin's Choice is up next.
The following Best of Central Florida Justin's Choice is sponsored in part by PhattyChow.
And finally, it's time for my favorite portion of the program. It's time for Justin's Choice. And Justin's Choice this week for Best Food Truck Caterer goes to our great friends over at PhattyChow. Chef Mercedes is here. Welcome, Chef. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you. The name is fantastic. We were talking to Philip Deems before the show about sometimes the name is very important. I mean, that name really sticks with you. Where did you come up with that?
One day I was just talking to my sister on the phone about starting a catering company, and we were just thinking about like fatty eating, and literally PhattyChow came up.
Unbelievable. Your culinary background is awesome. Tell me about where you learned to cook.
Yes, I went to Le Cordon Bleu in 2013, and then after that I started working for different companies, and eventually thought, hey, why not just start...
Don't worry, I do it all the time. Trust me, ask her.
Why not just start a catering business, and that's where I'm here now.
Beautiful. I'm so proud of what you guys are doing over there. Food is fantastic, obviously. We have some great food right here. How would you describe your food, though?
I would say it's New Orleans style Cajun, American.
Got it. Now, you do a lot of different things. You do catering, but you also do something that I absolutely adore, which is you're a private chef. I mean, you will actually go to someone's house or business and prepare a meal right there for them. And I think about it because I think a lot of people think that having a private chef is very, very expensive. But when you start comparing it to going to a nice dinner and ordering wines off the wine list, it's really not that much more if you think about it. Tell me about private dining.
Private dining, it equals out just about the amount of time that you go to the restaurant, you sit down, you get waited, and you get your service. It's just about the same thing, but we come in the privacy of your own home, and you don't have to leave your house. And you can invite all your friends.
I love it. Hey, what size a party is too small or too big for a private dining event?
Well, too small is maybe one, and that'll be considered a cooking class.
Nice.
And too big, I guess I would say probably about 200 people.
Yeah.
Right now, we just service like 2 to 100 people.
Gotcha. Yeah. What locations do you service? So our viewership area is very large. What sort of areas do you really focus on?
We do Champions Gate, Reunion, Florida, Four Corners, Kissimmee area, even Orlando as well.
Got it. So you'll come up to Orlando if someone wants to have a party,
Of course, yes.
What are some of the dishes that you've made for a private event like that?
We have done surf and turf, which you
Is
can
that
see
this
here.
year?
Yes.
That looks beautiful.
The presentation is just
phenomenal. It's unbelievable.
Thank you. Which has ribeye, mashed potatoes, asparagus, lobster tail, and shrimp. And you can choose between a filet mignon or ribeye.
That is a ribeye there, I believe, isn't
ribeye.
it? What do you prefer, ribeye or filet?
I like ribeye because I like a little fat.
It gives it a little bit more flavor.
A little bit flavor, exactly.
And now, what do you have down there to your right?
This is a brunch item, which is a really popular brunch item, which is a brioche French toast, and it is finished off with some salted caramel, powdered sugar, and cinnamon sugar.
We're going to race to that as soon as it's
brunch fanatic, so
Right.
this is like
So you do some brunches, I guess,
Yes.
as well.
Yes, we
In what setting? Is this the catering side or the private dining side normally?
It's both.
You can
Okay.
come over to my place whenever. I'd happily.
It's both, yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so the surf and turf is here. Now, I know exactly what this is. One of my favorite dishes. What is it? You tell
Shrimp
us.
and grits.
Shrimp and
Yes.
grits.
Yes, the shrimp are sauteed in a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and then the grits have Gouda cheese in there.
Oh, Gouda, we love Gouda. Now, the smell in here, I wish you could smell what I smell right now. It is fantastic. What is that I'm smelling
It's
right now?
the French toast.
That's the French toast.
Yeah,
Really?
the sweet smell.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
the batter
I
that it's dipped in.
can't wait to dive into that.
I know, I'm like starving just standing here.
She's a very big brunch girl, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm blown away by what you're doing over there. How did you decide, you know what, I'm going to go out on this limb, I'm going to hang my own shingle and start PhattyChow? How did that decision really come about?
Yeah, I just felt I had the experience and the knowledge, and all you have to do is be creative. So that's what I did.
For chefs out there right now that are watching who are still working in a restaurant or a hotel and thinking that they don't want that lifestyle anymore, what would you tell them?
Go for it.
Do it?
Yeah, do it.
Are you-
We have the creativity, where to purchase food at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges of starting your own catering / private dining business?
You have to use your own money.
That's right.
Yeah, you have to finance your own business until you can get there to, build a more of a brand for yourself.
Favorite dish for you? Do you have a favorite dish that you make? Or is that too hard?
That's too hard.
Is that right?
But I love pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
Yes.
Pizza, yum.
I'm that simple.
Oh
Yes.
wow! I love pizza too. Do you ever make pizza?
I do sometimes.
You make it sometimes?
Yeah.
Well,
Do dough from scratch.
I'm just trying to figure out right now what we're going to dive into first. I
think you
can't
should go for
decide.
the French toast.
French
please.
Yeah, I'm
toast
gonna
is
like
first.
make a beeline right there.
I can't wait. Unbelievable. So, how can people find out more about you? Is there social media that we could follow?
Yes, there is. And also I did want to mention that we
Yeah.
have partnered with Picnic and Chill.
Oh.
And this is this beautiful setup that you see here.
Nice.
And it's mostly for clients that like to be outside and
Right.
not indoors, and we can set it up for you as well.
Yeah, well, we were going to do something outside, but it got a little,
I know,
little bit
the
wet here
rain.
today, a little
Right.
cold. Next time, we'll definitely set something outside. Or next time when Michaela and I call you,
Okay.
we will
I'm
absolutely
here.
do something outside, and I can't wait to see you. Unbelievable, Chef Mercedes. So nice to meet you.
you.
Keep up the good work. Do yourself a favor. Visit PhattyChow today because, quite honestly, look at this food. It's fantastically amazing. And as soon as I say bye, we're going to get into this. Now, great show today. I feel fat. I feel like we need to go maybe visit one of the personal trainers that were on a couple weeks ago, huh?
You have to eat quality food. Your body's a temple, so you gotta fill it with the good stuff.
We were supposed to get back to eating well this year, but
We are.
we're eating good.
Kings.
but I've been eating all day. All day I've been eating. Awesome.
could be
Michaela,
worse problems.
Good job today, as always. Mostly, thank you for joining us today. Hit record series now if you would. Special thanks to our WKMG crew here. The new set looks pretty good. I'm
Looks
happy.
great. Yeah.
See you next week for more best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida was sponsored in part by PhattyChow, Soul Kiss, Treehouse Truck, Solar Ray, and Sophila Radio and TV Production.